You have started over more times than you can count. New year, new plan, new version of yourself, and then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, you are back at zero. Sound familiar? You are not alone. But here is what nobody tells you. The problem is not that you keep failing. The problem is what you do the moment after you fail. Most people treat a setback like a verdict. They miss one workout and conclude they are not disciplined. They eat one bad meal and decide the diet is ruined. They skipped one day of work on their goal and quietly let the whole thing die. They treat a single stumble as proof that they were never capable of the walk in the first place. And so they stop. And then, eventually, they start over. Again. This is the cycle. And the only way to break it is to change how you define failure. Here's the truth. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the beginning of a new habit. The first miss means nothing. It is what you do immediately after that determines everything. The people who stop starting over are not the ones who never slip. They're the ones who have made a non-negotiable rule to never miss twice in a row. One missed day is a speed bump. 2 missed days is a pattern. Do not let the speed bump become the pattern. There is another trap that keeps people starting over, and it is perfectionism. They set a standard so high that anything less feels like failure. They planned to run 5 miles and only ran 2, so they count it as nothing. They planned to write 1,000 words and only wrote 200, so they delete it all. They are so committed to the perfect version of the goal that they reject every imperfect step toward it. And in doing so, they reject progress itself. Progress is not linear. It never has been. Every person who has built something real has a story full of setbacks, restarts, detours, and ugly days. The difference is they did not let those days define the journey. They kept moving. Slower sometimes, imperfectly always, but moving. So here is what you do differently starting now. When you slip, not if, when, you have one job. Get back in the next day. Not next Monday, not next month, tomorrow. You do not need a fresh start. You do not need the first of the month or the new year or a motivational video to reset. You just need tomorrow, and then the day after that. The gap between who you are and who you want to be is not closed in one perfect streak. It is closed in the 1,000 small decisions to get back up after you fall. You are not someone who starts over. You are someone who keeps going. Through the imperfect days, the missed days, the ugly days. That is what this actually looks like. Get up, go again. Subscribe.